first episode of the What's Happening News podcast, where every week we will bring you the top headlines along with thoughtful, interesting commentary. I am your host, Nick Lohr, and joining me in the studio today, the Robin to my Batman, Garth to my Wayne, my sidekick and little buddy, Pat Coyne. Thanks for being here, Pat.
What are you doing?
Doing the call, calling in. Intro.
We talked about this. We were off the air. We said we're each. I'm the co-host.
Yeah, co-host. My sidekick. Welcome. Thank you for being here. You're my little buddy. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate, that you don't mind being number two.
Why do you do this?
Doing what?
You always do this.
Yeah, I always do what?
You do this. You start out a very nice guy, you play it straight, and then you turn into a monster.
Yep.
It's like 1 second, you're Dr. Jekyll, and then the other thing, next thing you know, you're Ebenezer Scrooge.
That's just ridiculous. Honestly, Pat, I thought we had agreed on the dynamic of the show. I would be the host, and you would be my co-host. I have a lot of broadcast experience, not, recorded, but I listen to things a lot, and I feel like I got a lot to offer as the host, and you're the co-host. I thought we agreed on that dynamic. That's all I was saying. I think you're kind of being a bit of a primavera.
Okay, all right. First of all, it's prima donna.
What?
It's prima donna. That's what you're...
I don't know. What does she have to do with this? Honestly, that's why I'm the host, because you're going off on tangents about Madonna. Yeah, Material Girl. Loved it. Lucky Star. Loved it. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now, alright? I just think we're going to have to agree to disagree there. And, I think we should get on with the show.
It's fine.
Get to the news.
It's fine. I don't care. It's fine. I don't care.
Settle this hash later.
Yeah, I don't care. Fine.
I think we're just going to have to agree to disagree. And, we'll be right back with this week's top headlines. Yeah, stay tuned for What's Happening News.
All right, let's get right into it. Here we go. Let's start with our news stories. All right. Canada, that's our neighbor to the north.
Ooh.
Canada shed 61,300 jobs in March.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know. Well, this is interesting. This is a strange coincidence because Nick...
You're going to bring this up again.
Don't want to put you on the spot here.
It's all right.
You do an amazing Canadian accent. Would you mind doing it for us?
A lot of our listeners out there are going to know as they spend more and more time with us. I have a lot of aspirations to do some cartoon work in the future. Yeah. I do a lot of voice acting.
Canadian
I'm a little
cartoons.
My Canadian accent's sort of you've heard it.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. They're always up in
Well,
Canada.
I think the Canadians who have lost their jobs,
right.
Mountying, being a Mountie, logging, that
hard
kind of
work.
thing.
It's hard work.
Maple syrup. I think they would really appreciate it. Make them feel a lot better.
I'm gonna shoot a moose then, and my wife, she's like speaking French, and I'm like, I speak English, I'm bilingual,
Oh, God.
I
really feel like I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Actually, no, that's a Manitoba accent.
Oh.
It's like, I'm in Winnipeg. It's the Manitoba's capital, eh? It's like the capital, Manitoba. Yeah, that's all me.
Another interesting fact about Canada, they are in a different hemisphere than us, meaning
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So meaning when we celebrate Christmas, they're celebrating 4th of July.
I didn't know that.
A lot of people don't, surprisingly. I tell a lot of people that they seem to know, they have no idea what I'm talking about.
It's always, I love when Canada's in the news because, it's something always wacky up there.
Oh, sure.
I was like, it's cold. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy up there.
Oh, it so is.
That was good. I liked it.
Oh, they have no jobs. All right.
Ooh, times are tough. All right, also in the news this week, a new study finds that 1 in 5 babies are obese.
Oh,
it's shocking.
That's shocking.
I was
Sad.
shocked. I was very shocked.
Sad.
Very shocked by this. Researchers have calculated the body mass index from a sample of over 8,000 4-year-olds from all walks of life and found that 1 in 5 were obese. You see, now this is I'll let you have your say here in a moment, Pat. But I just want to get to the point that I've been saying for years, is that this is another classic example of these babies, getting a free ride, get a free lunch and being freeloaders. And I say, it's no coincidence that statistically 3 out of every 5 babies are unemployed. Now, what do those pro baby people say to that?
I'll tell you what they say. They say they want more babies, and I'd say they're wrong.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we need. We need less babies, more cops on the streets.
Hallelujah.
To control all the babies, the rampant, insane babies.
Yes, I just think that is very irresponsible of them.
Irresponsible of them.
Yes, agreed.
I agree.
Let's just get away from these babies. Let's move on.
Okay, here's a good one. A hot button issue. U.S. carbon emissions trading core of clean energy bill.
Ooh.
That is really intense. Really something we all got to think about.
Got to think about that, yeah.
I mean, I think the reason it's so important is because, saving the environment is something we all got to do.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mother Earth.
Mother Gaia.
That is something.
Yeah.
It is all our planet. And I think as a person in the public sphere...
Now, you're not an expert.
Nor do I claim to be.
No.
I have never claimed to be an expert. No. But I think a person out there in the public eye, I feel the need to spread the word about these kind of important issues, like the environment. Like we're talking about right now. I've been doing my part. I recently purchased a T-shirt that explains my point of view, gets people motivated, gets them excited, and tells them different ways that they can help the environment and save our Earth for not just us, but our children and our children's children.
That is so brave of you.
I know it is.
It's very brave. You're
I
very
know
brave.
I am.
Is that the shirt you're currently wearing? Is that could you please read for the listeners? There's it's not a video show.
No.
Could you read them your shirt?
You can
please?
probably tell it's not a video. Save gas, fart in a jar. That's what it says.
Yeah. That's it.
I think it was Al Gore first said that.
Yeah. Invented internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he invented most of the internets.
All right, Pat. You say you're all for the environment, but that's all well and good for you. But I'm just a regular guy.
Sort of.
I put my jeans on, my dungarees on, one leg at a time. I like driving a truck. What's a guy like me? What can I do to help the environment?
Believe it or not, a lot of things, Nick.
Get out of here.
I will not get out of here. There's a lot of things you can do to help the environment. For one thing, as I mentioned earlier, try farting in jars.
Yeah, save gas.
Save money.
Ooh, that's now you're being smart.
Yeah. I'm working smarter, not harder.
Ah.
Now, I would follow my own advice, but most of my jars already are filled with my urine.
Is that true?
Well, no, it's actually not all my urine. Moving on.
Also in the news this week, we'll go to the world of politics. They're always getting into something down and dirty down there.
Dirty.
Even the Democrats in Washington are ranting and raving, saying, "Hey, Obama, hurry up already and fix this economy."
Do it already.
Hurry up, bub.
Do it.
Hurry up, bub. New Hampshire Congresswoman Carol Shea Porter has gone on record saying that, quote, they need to hurry up because people are waiting and they are hurting and they need the help now.
Hurting?
She's, of course, referring to Obama's $787 billion economy fix-up.
That's a big number.
But hey, long time. Where is it? I'm still looking.
Yeah.
It's typical of these Holly weirdos in Washington thinking they can just play with our money. They're, what they're doing? Playing a dangerous game.
Game of hardball.
Dangerous game of hardball.
It's dangerous. Like rollerball.
It's the deadliest game of all.
Deadliest game.
It's typical of these Washington fat cats down there.
Literally fat cats.
Yeah, literally fat cats.
They are literally fat cats.
Literally a fat cat. President James Garfield.
Yeah, he hated Mondays.
Yeah, literally a fat cat.
Assassinated on a Monday.
Ooh.
Little known fact. Literally Garfield, the fat cat.
I know, Pat, you keep saying literally, but I'm kind of wondering if you actually
know. Mad.
I kind of wonder if you actually know what that means.
Yeah, no, it's literally doesn't mean anything. It's just you say it for emphasis. It's like saying especially or viciously or statutory. Words don't mean anything. You just say them.
I really can't argue with that logic.
Well, yeah, because it's right logic. Okay, moving on to our next news story. Secretary of the Treasury Tim Geithner vows to halve U.S. budget deficit. Nick, how do you feel about that?
I think it's great. I think it's really admirable that Mr. Geithner is brave enough to take, secretary, typically a woman's job. He's man enough to take it.
Pioneer.
Like being a nurse or something. Oh, pioneer is exactly right.
Yeah.
I think, I'm sure down there, in the locker room down there at the White House, they're probably, ragging on him.
Flack.
Giving him a lot of flack.
Flack.
But I think he's very brave. Furthermore, though, getting back to the news story, I think having the deficit, I think that's great. Hey, if he's trying, I'm buying. As far as I'm concerned, I think this is you're sighing more than usual. You seem a little bummed by this.
I'm not kind of sighing. I'll tell you what it is. I think we're gonna miss that deficit.
Miss the deficit.
That's right.
How in God's name
it
is that?
Enriched our lives. It gave us a lot of. The relief the deficit gave me in my daily existence. I think we're all gonna miss it.
I just think you couldn't be more wrong there.
I don't think I am.
Do you even know what deficit means? Do you even know?
Of course I do.
Do you, really?
Oh, as long as we can drop it after this, yes, of course I do.
No. I want you to look this up here. I want you to look up the definition of deficit.
Sheesh.
All
right.
Give it a
Well, let's see what old Noah Webster has to say. All right. Deficit. To void excrement from the bowels through the anus.
You wrote.
I think I want to change my stance on the issue.
I'm sorry. There's no takebacks in politics. As Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg said, triple stamp, no erases. You can't change.
She is a justice.
All right, well, let's check in with the listeners. We got some listener mail here to go through. People wrote into the show.
Some listener mail?
Listener mail, that's correct.
It's the first show.
First show. Yeah. Is there something you want?
Just read the letter.
Okay. This first letter is from Chrissy. She's having some problems with her boyfriend.
Oh, she sounds hot.
Yeah. Dear What's Happening News. What's happening? My name is Chrissy, and I'm in high school. And lately, me and my boyfriend have been having trouble finding alone time. Yeah, although we want to be, alone together, we don't have any place to do it.
Sure.
My bed's too small. And the rents are always in the house. And his place is off limits. And we don't drive, so we don't have a car. So, what should we do? Sincerely, Chrissy. Chrissy, you're in luck. We happen to have one of, he's very knowledgeable in the ways of love.
Hello, Chrissy.
Yeah. Give it your best shot.
All right,
Pat
sure.
Coyne, coming at you.
Well, Chrissy, if I could rap at you a minute here. I just want to say that I've had similar issues when I was in high school. It's tough. You want to be alone. You want to be with your significant other.
I'm always alone.
You want to get fierce with them. And that's fun. Who doesn't want to do that?
Kids like words like that.
Sure, yeah, like do that. Now, what I find, one little piece of advice I can give you, something not to do that really screwed me up when me and my person of interest were trying to find a place to make love.
Ooh.
I can tell you, do not do it in your parents' bed.
Oh, no. Oh,
no.
T-O.
It's awkward. It's awkward. It is strange and awkward.
Time out zone.
Mm-hmm. And it only got more awkward when my dad woke up.
Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah.
That smarts.
Yes. Okay, our final viewer mail of our first episode of What's Happening News.
What a beautiful ride it's been.
It sure has. Dear What's Happening News, first of all, big fan.
I'll bet.
My name is Cat Coyne, and I think it's so cool that you guys...
Cat Coyne?
Yeah, that's his name.
It sounds Korean.
I don't judge people.
No.
Okay, I don't see color.
Keep going.
I think it's so cool that you guys have a podcast dedicated to the 1970s sitcom What's Happening. What? I'm coming to Georgia, you dummy! It's in quotes there. It's a quote from the movie. That's what it is.
All right.
Any hoozle, you guys are pretty dope. Keep up the sweet casting. Podcasting.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, Pat should be the regular host, not a co-host. Best regards, Cat Coyne. Thanks a lot, Cat. It was a great letter you wrote.
All right. Let me stop you here, Pat. First off,
okay.
I'm 75% sure you wrote that letter.
What? Based on what?
Well, first off, you will never be the host of this show.
Cat wants me to.
I think part of the reason maybe because you just spent the last 15 minutes, working on the show with me, and we went through the news. We've been reading the letters here.
We have been.
And I think you're really confused.
I'm aware of that.
I think you really I can't believe you think this is about the show. What's happening after all we've worked on?
I just thought it was a slow news day for the show. Dynamite, right?
I don't know what that means.
Well, he was into explosives.
You'll never be the host. I'm perfect.
I
am Cher. You're Sunny.
Cat Coyne wants me to be. So.
Well, he's not real.
Well, he should be.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the first episode of the What's Happening News podcast. We hope to bring you more, juicy stories next week. More insightful commentary from yours truly and my buddy Patrick. Well, I've been Nick Lohr.
And I've been Pat Coyne.
We want to remind you, you snooze,
ya news.